Some people will make it their mission to misunderstand you. Just because they're annoyed at you doesn't mean you've done something wrong. Hi everyone, my name's Hiba, welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching and tuning in. So today hopefully my video will uplift you and make you feel a bit better about any situation you may be in with someone where you feel like you're clashing, or you feel like people are judging you, or you are worried about what people think. So if this sounds like something that will help you, please give me a thumbs up and keep watching this video. So let's get straight into it. We all have different paths on this earth. We all have different journeys, places that we're at. And on this channel, I like to hope and think that the people that watch my video are on a journey of self-improvement and trying to do better every single day. Whether it's growing yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, through relationships or through work. So when you're on this journey, you need to learn how to navigate certain situations that you may have dealt with differently. So for example, if you used to get angry and argue with people to try and protect yourself or defend yourself, perhaps there's a better way to go about it than doing so. When you get to a point in your healing journey when you know your value and you know your worth and you've really tapped into yourself and said, what is it that I do that brings value on this earth? What is it that is my path on here? What do I think is okay for me to do and not okay for me to do? What things that society have told me that is not allowed that maybe I do allow? Could be that you decide you don't want to get married by a certain age. You may decide on a specific job that goes against what is a conventional job. You may treat your friends in a certain way that certain friends may not understand. For example, if you have a boundary and you say, I don't want to go out so much, or I don't want to WhatsApp so much, or whatever it is, and your friend's like, a true friend will WhatsApp me back, a true friend will call me on the phone, a true friend will not do this and not do that. That might not actually be your values and standards. And when you don't tap into yourself and go on a healing journey, you might just let those people gaslight you, make you feel like you've done something wrong, or make you feel like you are wrong, or the way you go about things or the way you think is incorrect. That's why it's so much more important than ever in your life to really build your confidence and your self-esteem and have strength in who you know that you are inside of you. A perfect example is I've moved to a new country and people go about things in a different way. People think that certain things are right and certain things are not right, and very different to when I grew up in London. For example, veganism. If I say I'm vegan in London, then it's very normal. A lot of people are vegan. But in certain cultures where I am now, they find it kind of odd. They're a bit like, why wouldn't you eat meat? Doesn't it affect your health? Isn't it embarrassing when you're in social situations? And I'm like, no, it's not embarrassing. No, it doesn't affect my health. Obviously, I care about my health. It's a part of my healing and growth journey, and I do blood tests, etc. So when you find yourself in a situation where people have such different mindsets, upbringing, ways of dealing with things, it's really important to tap back into yourself and remember, who am I? What are my values? What do I truly believe? And when you really tap into that, you create a protective barrier and a little bubble for yourself, and you kind of glow and shine in your own light and not reflective of how other people tell you that you should be. A really good way of protecting yourself from a spiritual standpoint, I do believe in spirituality, I really make that a part of my everyday life, is we have a third eye. When you have your third eye, you need to make sure that you almost hold a mirror in front of your third eye, so that when these bad energies come towards you, you can reflect it back, reflect it away, so it doesn't permeate into your essence and to your aura. Another way to protect your energy is to envision a white glow around you, like a white glowing energy. This kind of surrounds you and protects you. This is your protective bubble on this earth. This is just between you and the universe and the way you protect yourself. These are some spiritual ways to protect yourself from people trying to make you feel less than, or make you feel less confident, or affect you in any sort of negative way. So going back to more practical points, society, people, environments, countries you may be in, communities you may be in, may define you or attempt to define you. You define you. Ultimately, we are unique individuals on this earth, each and every one of us. We're all beautiful in our own way. We're all interesting in our own way. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses. So don't let people put you in their societal boxes. So what you've got to do is really build your confidence, and ways to do that is through affirmation, reminding yourself no one can mess with you, no one can permeate your aura and your energy. Remind yourself of your unique beauty. We all kind of have our similarities to each other, but no one is you at the end of the day. In this new country that I live in, I've been getting into modelling, and my kind of aesthetic, I'm an Arab girl, I kind of have that natural vibe, but then there's another aesthetic that's very popular, which is trendy look, whether it's having your lips done, or if it's specific hair or specific way you dress, or if it's more of a sexy vibe. I've decided within myself that if and when I do pursue modelling, I'm not going to allow people to dictate to me if I am worthy of that or not. I'm going to find my people, my jobs, my situations which resonate with me. Life is almost a filtration process, and what my therapist says to me is you have this bus. Your life is a bus or a train. Some people will get on the bus, some people will get off, they'll get on at different times, they'll get off at different times, and some people will stay till the end of your journey, and that's okay. Let's say you're on Instagram or you're on social media and you post an opinion, and you're like, oh my gosh, I lost followers from that. That is a filtration process. They aren't your people. Your people are going to be the people that stick around, that resonate with you, and the best way to find your people is to be the most authentic version of yourself. If you have a situation with a friend where you're constantly annoying her, she doesn't like certain things about you, and she's nitpicking at you, you have to ask yourself, am I actually doing anything wrong? If you're not doing something wrong, then maybe just that person doesn't vibe with you. Maybe that person is not on the same wavelength. Maybe they just don't believe in the things that you believe in. So you have to really question that friendship and say, do I need him or her or them in my life? Maybe I have to re-question what I put in my environment. I need to reassess everything. Who should you be stepping away from? Who should you bring in closer? How should you be protecting your perfect glow of energy that you have around you? Your life is sacred and life flies by fast, so it's really, really important for us to create a healthy environment for us. If you're hanging out with toxic people, if you're hanging out with people that make you feel bad about yourself, you need to ask yourself why you're allowing that. Is this some sort of trauma bond, trauma reaction? As Eckhart Tolle speaks in some of his books, he talks about pain bodies. Pain bodies are something that we're used to, something painful from our past that is the norm. So for example, if you had a parent that was really cold to you, maybe you find that you date people that are very cold, or your friendships, they're very cold, and you're allowing them to act this way to you. This might be a pain body, a comfort inside you. This is telling you this is something you need to heal. If you're allowing toxic things into your life, it is a sign from the universe that you need to heal this. And if you don't heal this, then you're going to live a more uncomfortable life, and you're going to have to heal 5 years later, 10 years later, 50 years later, or just live an unhappy life. So on my channel, my job is to help you guys heal now. Not wait 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. I'm telling you to clear out those bad people and that bad energy in the best way possible. If these toxic people are in your immediate life and you can't get rid of them, you can't stay away from them, adapt to your life accordingly. If you work with a certain person who is toxic, see if you can sit far away from them, or stand far away from them, or work in a different section. Don't give people too much personal information about yourself. Don't be giving them your life story. Don't give anyone any ammunition against you. Be friendly, be gentle, be kind. Don't create enemies. It's not worth it. You don't even need to defend yourself to people that aren't long-term people. You don't need to defend yourself to people that are going to leave your hypothetical train or bus. They're not here for like the whole journey. If you have a family member that's acting a certain way, either you need to separate yourself from them for a bit, or create boundaries with them, or figure out a way where you can get out of that environment more, whether it's going to coffee shops, leaving the house, switching up your environment as much as possible. Or are you going to be strong enough to set some boundaries with that person, or just have those difficult conversations with that person? I have a great relationship with my family members, but there have been occasions where I've had to swallow my pride and talk to them about certain things that bothers me. But I do have to talk to them from a place of love. You can't be attacking people. And during your healing journey, I noticed for me, for example, I don't get much anger. I don't get much heavy passion when it is to talking to other people, because I realize we're all imperfect beings. There is beauty to imperfection. There is beauty to multifacetedness. There is beauty to the unexpected. And we shouldn't hold such a high standard to ourselves to be perfect, because everyone's going to have an issue with you at some point. Every single person has a different idea of what is right and what is wrong. And as long as you're a good person, you believe in your soul that you're a good person, that you're not harming people and you're doing good, then that's all that matters. Because ultimately, we don't need loads of friends. What makes you popular in life, what makes you liked, what makes you loved is you being loving, you being likable, you liking people, you being polite. There was a quote that someone posted on social media the other day, and they said, never regret being nice to the wrong people, or something like that. Never regret being nice to mean people or the wrong people, because you should live your life by your standards and how you feel others should be treated, because that's not your issue if they're mean to you. And ultimately, if someone's mean to you, they're not a very happy person. On your healing journey, the happier and the more content you feel, the less you feel the need to hurt people, get one up on them, the more you feel the need to tap that energy into yourself, put that energy into working on your fitness, your career, improving whatever it is you need to improve on to live your best life possible. I really hope this video helped you guys today. I have so many different videos and ideas where I can elaborate on this more, but hopefully this little tidbit of a video uplifted you and really opened your eyes to different perspectives and ways to better your life in the best way possible. So I really look forward to seeing you guys at my next video, and don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Bye.